song is not an Aslan song.
No, is it Wonder Covers?
It's a Boyzone song. Aslan do a cover of Too Late for Hallelujah, and it's honestly, I promise you this right now. If you stick around, I'll play it for you later. I promise you right now.
Why didn't you stick it on the list, hey?
It's honestly one of the greatest things you've ever heard. I promise you. It's not on Spotify. It was like a charity thing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely... Everybody right now, stop listening to this. Pause. Go to YouTube.
No, because they'll get rabbit hole and they won't come back to the podcast.
Okay. No, because we're going to lead them down the Aslan rabbit hole. 2 Aslan songs for the price of 1.
No, this is a good one. I want them to listen to
They're
this.
They're going to listen to that as well. That's an easy
That's on
one.
the thing one.
That's the easy one. But go and listen. Aslan, Too Late for Hallelujah. You'll find it on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, 10 out of 10 killer. And what album is yours off?
Goodbye Charlie Moonhead.
Goodbye Charlie Moonhead.
It's very dark. It's very culty. It's very good.
I kind of lost track of Aslan. After... Jesus, what's the album? When I was a young fella, they were so big. They were like the next great hope.
Well, they were going to be. They went to America, and it would have. They easily would have been big if it wasn't for too much cough medicine.
Yeah, it was Clobber got a hold of him. Yeah, or was it just him or a few of them?
I think it was Coke at the start.
Oh, yeah, it fucking wasn't Coke by the end of it. I don't think.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, I think that they got over there, and the record producers was like, "Here, have a bowl of that."
Yeah, but that's isn't now. Every bleeding album is.
No, absolutely.
Before like 2003, I'm calling it 2003. Every album before 2003 is made of cocaine. Like it has to be. That's how it got made. You know. I lost. What's the one where it's like the kid's hand?
The album or the
album? Yeah, can't fucking remember. Keep the faith or something.
You're talking about the guy holding the kid?
No, there's one, 2 things holding hands. I'll figure it out. That is from my own little reconnaissance for later.
They are a very, very, very underrated band, 100%. But between people, that we know.
Yes.
Like that, like putting Aslan on a list like this, have a lot of people going, "Fuck that."
But they're a super divisive band.
They are.
When we were kids, when we were younger, and Aslan were gonna be huge, they had a particular element of like fucking kind of inner city working class people that were their fans, and they were their fucking choir, you know, that sang their praises. And then it got to the point where Aslan, like, they disappeared for a while, and what was there was weird stuff happening where Aslan would play the 3 Arena, and then 2 days later they play like the bottom of the hill pub in Finglas.
Yeah, well they have that, like, they have obviously because they're from there, they will always do that, like, little, like. It is, I know what you mean. But I was getting to that stage where they were getting so...
But there were, every 2 weeks there was an Aslan gig in some pub.
I know, yeah.
And then twice a year there'd be a big giant Aslan.
The Aslan party gig, yeah.
Exactly. So, like, they divided a lot of people because nobody knew what to make of them. It was like, are they
Are they going for it or not?
Are they
going for it?
Are they Angel Ali or are they, you know, like, which direction are they going?
Yeah.
Like, I can never figure them out.
The drugs did fuck them up, and I think he holds his hands up.
Oh, he does,
it was mostly him to say that. But the other guys in the band, Joe Jewell and stuff like that, I can't remember the other guys. There's some of the guitar stuff they were coming out with, and even probably still.
A lot of it's kind of Smithsy, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely has an element of that. Definitely has an element of the Smiths in it.
There's definitely that particular kind of tone, that weird guitar tone. That Johnny Marr tone that runs through a lot of that Aslan stuff.
The production on Charlie Moonhead is great. It's a good rock album. It is just a very good rock album.
There was a couple of studios in Dublin in the kind of late 80s to the mid 90s that were just whopping out bangers.
Yeah.
Just whopping out absolute monsters. And now I don't know whether it was like maybe it was like 2 or 3 producers or 2 or 3 studios that just had it locked down. They had a system they figured it out over the years. This is how you make a kick drum sound good, and this is how you mix it with a bass, and this is how you mix it with a guitar, and this is how you pan it. And I don't know whether they were just doing that magic brush kind of auto wizard fix to a lot of the albums. Because a lot of the albums coming out at that period did sound the same, but they all sound fucking killer.
Yeah.
They were so full. Because it would have been tape as well. It was not digital back then. So everyone had to be
even if you stick on like there is on this playlist, Cry Before Dawn, Aslan and Whipping Boy, they do, you know what the sound you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's almost not mixed very high.
Yeah. Everyone's real subtle.
Real subtle and low, but it's like it's fat.
Yeah.
It's really fat and dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that real, it's just smelling 90s off it.
Yeah, it is absolute 90s.
It's like oily.
Yeah. But I think sometimes, like you're saying, it wasn't too crisp. It was sort of bluntish around the edges, the mixing of it and the mastering and all that. But just put the volume up and you get all that lovely warmth in it. Yeah, it's class.
Right, what's my next one? My next one is The Stunning, Brewing Up a Storm.
Great song. It's a fucking feel-good song. Yeah.
It's just fucking Top Gear, this song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can sing it when you need to go for a shite.
Yeah, exactly.
Or make tea.
Make a tea, yeah.
Oh, it has so many. When there's an actual storm hitting.
An actual storm, bang it on, full volume. It's just a killer.
It really is so much of a fun song.
Yeah, it's one of those, like I said, Top Gear songs. Like it's on like the best driving album in the world, volume fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through fucking 17. It's just one of those killers, and it's like an immortal song. I nearly feel bad for the Stunning for writing that song. You know, like. They
couldn't live up to that.
How do you live up to it? You know what I mean? How do you live up to it? Like the Stunning had a few decent songs after it, but Jesus, like anything like Brewing Up a Storm, there was nothing there, was there?
Well, yeah, an Emotional Fish, Celebrate sounds a little bit like it, but it didn't get as big, obviously.
Yeah.
But Celebrate by Emotional Fish is a little bit celebrate, this party's over. Yeah, a little bit. And maybe some Saw Doctors, but I don't really rate that as the same sort of stuff. But some people I think would.
Saw Doctors are like the barn dance version of The Stunning. You know? The Stunning are like the Vicar Street version of U2. And the Saw Doctors are the barn dance in Shillelagh version of The Stunning. Yeah. I don't mind the Saw Doctors either. They're grand. They're whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand how they write songs. I don't get it. I don't know how they write them songs or why they bothered. Like, but I'm happy they did. Do you know what I mean?
They're very Irish.
I'm on the end. Shut up. Do you ever want to sell a single outside of Ireland? Outside of Dublin? You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
That's ballsy though. It's like, this is for the people.
Yeah. Their biggest song is their song about a road. You know what I mean? In Ireland. What are you going to do?
Yeah, but it's immortalised.
I don't even know what it is. Does it exist anymore? It's just got a big motorway over it now.
I drive every day and I don't know the names of roads.
I know the N11.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
And the
N7.
The M's.
N7.
Yeah. I know the ones that get you out of Dublin and back into Dublin.
N17 is presumably from somewhere like Galway or something, is it?
I don't know. I tell you what I'm going to do. If you keep talking there for a second.
I will.
I'm going to do a bit of a...
I'm trying to think of the other big song that goes in with them, like the Stunning's Brewing Up a Storm.
Well, apparently the N17 is in London, so maybe it's about...
Oh, shit.
Maybe the lads were over there working. I'm on the N17. It's coming up as being a UK road.
So forget literally everything we just said about that song.
We could be wrong either, I don't know.
Maybe there used to be one. Probably used to be one.
Maybe they exported it to England.
From the airport, yeah.
Maybe the Brits gave it to them. Maybe the
Brits robbed it. And the Saw Doctors are now fucking claimed as an English band, yeah.
That's just the Saw Doctors song. He was not even on the list, and I've given them more time than anyone else.
Yeah. Oh, They've
gone over to get the N17 back.
Waterboys, You Saw the Hole of the Moon is another bit. It is. No,
it's a killer.
It's up there.
But yeah.
But you talking about happy big songs or just big, huge Irish songs? Rock.
Hole of the Moon is a big song.
Hole of the Moon. Yeah. That's a massive. That's up
probably
there.
The biggest.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's up there with the Stunning. Yeah. But there's another Frank and Walters one again. What's that big one from that? It was recently on that show.
What's that called?
That's not that. I know you know the one I'm talking about.
I do, and I'm going to
Frank
tell
and
you
Walters.
what it's called now.
They're from Cork.
They're from Cork.
So all these bands, apart from the Stunning we're talking about, have to just keep.
I'm going to tell you.
The name of that song is
After All.
After All, yeah. That's After All, I really. That's very exciting. I don't mind people singing in a bit of a different accent. Is it Englishy accents? Maybe sometimes.
As long as it's not the Sultans of Ping, I can see why. Can't do that.
They're never getting on our list.
No, it's garbage.
No.
Sorry about this. Have you got one more left?
Yes.
Well, I've got one more left as well after that as well. Then we're done.
Yeah.
Right.
My last one is Cyclefly.
Okay. Another Cork band, yeah?
Yeah, Cork band. A couple of Italian lads in there, I think, as well. Jesus Christ, that band exploded.
I remember them being huge in... Was the early 2000s?
Yes.
Mid-2000s?
Their first album is fucking amazing.
I remember billboards.
I think it's called Crave, their first album.
Something like that. I remember billboards being all over the place, advertising it.
So they were obviously with a big label, like I think it's Sony or something like that. So I remember seeing the Mad album cover with the guy with the mask and like alien looking guy. That's when one of my mates, Mike, I think was showing to me, and we went to every time they played Whelan's, wherever we'd go and see them. Went to Cork a couple of times, see them, amazing. But then the song I picked anyway is Karma Killer, which is off their second album, the one that has Chester Bennington on it. And it's very good.
About the break.
Yeah, isn't that mad though? That band, obviously it was probably some sort of record label deal. It's like, get us him. Because this is after Hybrid Theory came out, obviously. And for a band from Cork that came up on their second album to have Chester Bennington, it's... I'm sure him and, like, I remember around that time, him and Serge from System of a Down were doing lots of cameos on, not cameos, but fucking features, whatever you call them. Lots of bars on other people's songs.
Dropping
a few bars on other people's songs.
18,
but I remember thinking just, Jesus Christ, like, the second album came out and I had Chester Bennington on it, it's getting good reviews in Kerrang. And then, obviously, they broke up. But they wouldn't have survived the death of nu metal anyway, even though they were a bit different than nu metal.
Did they form other bands after it?
Yeah, your man Declan formed a band called Human.
Yeah.
And I went to see them live and I didn't really like any of it.
Didn't do it, yeah.
No, I think he seemed to have that, like, as long as I'm there, everything would be grand. But I think he missed it. Because the instrument, the musicians that were in Cycle Fly, the Italian lads and the Irish guys were fucking brilliant. If I could remember their names, I'd be much better at this podcast. Yeah, well. But yeah, so there's this fucking band from Cork. I was telling Lou about this.
Yeah.
Now, I know Lou's younger. I keep forgetting stuff like that.
Yes.
So she wouldn't know Cycle Fly. No. Well, even though she's from Cork. No. And I was like, and Chester Bennington's on it, and I had to play, and she's like, Jesus Christ, that's him and all. Yeah. There he is.
There's your man.
That's Chester. Yeah. And
she's Nestor.
He has a very tiny bit in the song. Well, he's singing along with the rest of it, but it's only one bit where you can hear him on his own.
Fucking recorded that on the Bleeding Media Disc and sent it out.
Absolutely did. They probably never... Well, maybe they did me. I don't know. But Karma Killer's not my favourite Cycle Fly song.
But you think it's the one that deserves...
But I think it's the one that deserves to go on this because just so people can go, Jesus, that's kind of... It's a kind of a thing. It's an anomaly. Not an anomaly that Chester Bennington's on a guy from Cork or a band from Cork, but it's just... When I tell that to some people, they kind of go, that is interesting. Maybe people won't find it interesting, in which case just fucking skip on to Gareth. Next song!
Delete it. just unsubscribe.
What's your last one?
My last song is JJ's song by Curb Dog.
Yeah, I had Curb Dog and you bumped it out. That's fine though, but JJ's song is a good song as well.
It's not the most obvious song, and it's still a killer. It's still a fucking killer. Again, when I was a young fella, I didn't know them lads were from Kilkenny. I thought they were American. Straight up thought they were American.
Yeah.
Someone who turned me the right way around and said, like, no,
because the quality was so high.
So good, recorded so well. Everything was...
They were an album band as well, not just the singles.
Like the singles...
Mexican Waves and Sally. Yeah. Sally,
yeah. Severed. There's a couple of
Severed is the one I had on.
Yeah. There's a couple of... I think they definitely had big singles, but they were definitely an album band, and there was, like... On the Torn stuff. It's just perfect from start to finish. There's no little...
And even the artwork looks like it should be amongst Nirvana and shit.
Yeah.
Everything. It's firing on all cylinders, that whole thing. The name is great.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
No, it's very American. Exactly. That's probably why I thought they were. When I first heard them, I was like... Actually, I thought they were from England the first time I heard them. And
Pat Modra. They should have been called.
I'm not even going to try and top that. Leave it at that.
But yeah, I went to see them, their first reunion tour in... They must have, to be fair enough, done about 10 of them.
Wasn't the one... They were doing another one. They're not the reunion. They're doing a gig soon.
I went to one in the Button Factory a million years ago. I think it was their first reunion.
No, it wasn't, because the one in Fibbers was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was at the one in Fibbers as well. Yeah.
Where the gear started failing left, right and centre.
Yeah, I was at the Fibbers one. Yeah, that's right. I went to the Fibbers one and then I went to the Button Factory one. That's right. The one in Fibbers was the reunion. That was like the tester for the actual tour, I think. Yeah. That one there.
I remember like how that came about, that gig.
Just random.
No. Dave, the manager, goes, we want to get a big band in here. Like, I want to really do it. I want to push and let people know. So I think me and one of the other lads suggested Curb Dog to him. I don't even know if he really was mad into Curb Dog, because the other option, I think someone was saying Therapy, and I said... Therapy probably would have actually ended up being cheaper.
They would have been cheaper.
They would have been cheaper.
You're trying to get Cormac Battle off the Bleeding Radio. Making proper, an actual wage.
Yeah. You know? But whatever, I'm not going to say what was offered, but I'd say he just went, alright.
Yeah.
To the lads, what's that? That's this amount each.
Yeah, sort of.
Fuck it. And I was downstairs for the whole fucking gig, because for some reason they wanted a DJ downstairs for people who didn't like Curb Dog. I think tickets were 15 quid.
Yeah.
They had a little monitor downstairs and I just saw the band looking around their gear a lot, and I was like, right. Then I got someone